very warm welcome to Bharata First. I'm frankrausanpereira. This is FRP Explains. First, let me inform you about Bharata First Knowledge Center, which has been launched for your learning experience, and it's a whole new way of gaining knowledge. The first class was completed on Thursday and it has had a phenomenal response. Everyone who has been a part of the journey has thoroughly loved it, thoroughly enjoyed it, and everyone is raving about it. So in case you want more details and want to be a part of that journey, please go to kc.bharatafirst.com, get all your information there and register as soon as you possibly can so that you don't miss out any of the live classes. In case you miss out as well, you don't have to worry. The recordings are available for a period of 1 year after you register. So you'll have access to it. You can always catch up on it later on. Go to kc.bharatafirst.com, register today. I'm going to keep the option of the limited period early bird discount open for a little more time. So this is your last chance. Register now. Since you're here, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon and then all notifications. And do share the content as well with as many people as possible so that more people get to know about Bharata First. So an IAS officer, Jitin Yadav, has said something interesting on his social media account. He has tweeted saying that a degree is just a piece of paper. And this particular tweet has garnered a lot of attention. People have made several comments, counter comments, and so on and so forth. There's so much to talk about in just this one line. Our education system, the degree itself, whether you need it or not. So many things to talk about. So first and foremost, let's talk about the degree and whether you need it. I would argue that you need it because everywhere you go, the first thing that they're going to ask for, especially in India, is basic educational qualification. To write a competitive exam, to write some other entrance exams, they ask for minimum marks that you've got in your graduation so that you can take up that exam. It may be a piece of paper, but it is still not redundant. It still holds a lot of value. Whether it has contributed in you gaining knowledge, that is questionable. And several people would argue and say that it has not contributed in us gaining any knowledge. Take myself as an example. I've studied 5 years of journalism, 3 years of graduation, 2 years of post-graduation, worked for 20 years. I have not used a single word that I used in my graduation and post-graduation in my 20 years of media journey. But would I have gotten my first job without that degree? No. I needed that degree to get that job, but that degree did not help me on the job as such. It's the training, it's the kind of learning experience that I took in and was imparted to me by my seniors and by my colleagues is what helped me in my journey. There was a lot of self-learning that I did in those 20 years as well, by watching someone else, by continuously reading and improving my knowledge in the form of newspapers. That is what has complemented and helped me in my career. My education itself has not done a great deal. What is the use of learning trigonometry or algebra if you're not going to use it ever? Basic arithmetic, I still understand. You need it to do your addition, subtraction, multiplication and division because it's a skill that you will require for all your life. But a person who's going to study history or political science, what is that person going to do with algebra or trigonometry? That is something that we need to question and we need to ponder about. We need to change our education system itself, where the degree also matters and where the education itself matters. The national education policy is heading in that direction. How successful will it be remains to be seen. On paper, it is excellent. But like all other things in India and all other things related to India, implementation is going to be key and I'm going to repeat myself. The proof of the pudding is in its eating. So when we experience it is when we are going to know whether it is good or not good. So what we need to do is change the way we learn, change the way we impart knowledge, change the way we gain knowledge. And the onus is on each one of us, and the onus is on the administration and the system itself to be more productive. Right now, we are following a system which was put in place by the Britishers 150 years ago to serve the Britishers. India is changed today. India is an aspirational nation which wants to be a global power. We are already a regional power. So, with that in mind, our education too needs to change. If not, issues like unemployment will continue to persist. The youth will continue to be agitated because not of their fault. They are putting in all their efforts, all their time in an education system to bring out the best, and they are bringing out the best versions of themselves. But that is not good enough for 2021. That would have been good enough during the Britishers' time and a little beyond. But right now the world is changed and we have to adapt and adopt accordingly. And the onus is on us, the system and the administration as well, to incorporate that and to bring out a holistic method in ensuring that we change the way we gain knowledge. So the degree too is extremely important, and the system and the education itself will take you towards that larger goal and the end goal, and everyone is successful, everyone is employable. Look at the number of PhDs that are applying for a government peon's job. Why is that happening? Because the education system which has messed them up. That's what we need to change. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of FRP Explains. Please like the content, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and then all notifications, and share the content as well so that more people get to know about Bharata first. Also, the Knowledge Center has been launched. First class has gone phenomenally well and the response has been great. Everyone has thoroughly loved it, and everyone who has been part of this journey and who has walked the talk with me has thoroughly enjoyed being a part of the Knowledge Center. You too can be a part of it. Go to kc.bharatafirst.com and register today. It's okay if you missed out on the first live class. You can always catch up on the recording. These recordings are available for one whole year. You can catch up and be a part of the next live class and be a part of this holistic learning experience. Right? kc.bharatafirst.com. Register today. I'm keeping the window open for a little more time for the early bird limited period discount. So this is your last chance to register. Please do so right now. And for those of you who would like to come forward and make a contribution, you may do so using our UPI IDs. A small contribution that you make will be a giant leap for us to keep bringing you this content. That's it from me. See you again next time.